Hello action figure fans, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Black Adam movie Hawkman action figure. This was released in 2022. I bought this sometime in 2023. Here it is in a nice window box where we can see the action figure and the accessories that it comes with. It has the Black Adam movie logo. Here is the top with the Black Adam movie logo again. There's the bottom with some manufacturing information. Here is the name of the character. This side has the name of the character, plus the window wraps around to the side, so I like that. Here is the back with a picture of the character, but there is no cross-sell showing all the other action figures in this series based on the Black Adam movie. I will open this up and review the action figure in just a moment. Here is the Hawkman action figure based on the Hawkman from the Black Adam movie. This action figure is 7 1/8 inches tall to the top of the helmet, or about 18 centimeters tall, up to the wingtip there, about 8 1/4 inches tall, or about 20.5 centimeters tall. So it's a nicely sized action figure. This action figure comes with some accessories. Here is a trading card with a picture there and a biography. This seems to be based on Carter Hall, the original Hawkman from the comic books, but this is the movie version. Here's an action figure stand with the DC symbol and a little peg for the peg hole in the heel. And his weapon, the mace. The handle is pliable plastic, nicely sculpted, painted, but the spikes are pretty stiff, so this would be an absolute nightmare to step on, even worse than Legos, so keep this off the floor. We have a pair of wings. These pegs go into the peg holes in the back. Nicely sculpted, lots of sculpted feathers here. Thin, pliable plastic towards the end here. Some painting. So these are permanently in the folded up position. There's no articulation on the wings. Here is the action figure. The wings on the helmet are very thin, pliable plastic. The helmet itself seems to be pliable plastic that's glued on top of a head. But yeah, it looks like this is an African American head. So they changed the race of the character in the movie, apparently. So I didn't know that. It's too bad. It's not necessary. They could always create a new character if they really need one. Here we have his outfits, a little harness here, thin plastic. This kind of floats around the arm. And this middle part seems to be pretty soft, pliable plastic. Got some arms here and a wrist guard. A couple of spikes on the hand glove there. Looks like brown pants instead of green. So it's a little bit different from the original Hawkman. So the original Hawkman had green pants, so this is brown with some gold metal there. Nicely sculpted boots. Peg holes in the heels. And some paint on the back here and some sculpted details. So thin plastic for the harness. The articulation with the head, we can look up that much, so well, it could be a little more for flying positions. You can look down this much, turn a little bit side to side, a little bit of head tilting. At the shoulders, seems like there are butterfly joints. I wasn't sure if these are meant to be butterfly joints or if these actually are butterfly joints. So they seem to be moving around a little bit. We can go up. This side goes up nicely. This side, very tight ratcheting. Although it is getting a little easier to move. The first time was very, very hard, but it's getting a little easier, but it's still very loud. And we can go around. This part is interfering with the articulation, but we could get a full range of motion. This plastic piece, if we're not careful, this will probably get ripped off, so we want to be careful there. We have bicep swivels, so that's working there. This is working. We have double jointed elbows. That's pretty good. Yes, very good there. And we can turn at the wrist. So that is working. Well, this one is very, very stiff. It's not really working for me. And do we have hinges? Not that I can tell. And is there a diaphragm cut? Nope. There's a small waist twist, so that's working. It seems to be limited. So I don't want to twist too hard, it might break. So we can't get very much out of that. At the hips, very impressive splits. Interesting joint system there. And kick forward that much. Kick back. Kick forward that much. And back a little bit. No upper thigh cut on these. We have double jointed knees. That's okay. That one's working. So we can get him in kind of a sitting position there. And the joints are moving pretty easily. A little bit of ratcheting, but not too loose yet, but I'm worried about that. No boot cuts, but there is an ankle cut. So it turns at the ankle. Turns at the ankle. And we can go down. The tippy toes there. Go up quite a bit. So let's see, can I get these joints back? There we go. And okay, this one has ankle pivot on this side. There should be ankle pivot on this side. No, I don't think I can get this side working. We have toe articulation. So looks like almost all the joints are working. A couple of them are not working as well as maybe they should or could be. Very stiff, but it seems to be loosening up, but hopefully it's not going to get too loose. There's just a little bit of ratcheting in some of the joints. Some of the ratcheting is just so smooth or loose that maybe it's not going to work very well. But let's put on the wings. There are the peg holes. So we put the wings in the right place. We can plug that in. And just plug this in. Just line it up and plug it in. There we go. So we can turn these wings a little bit. So this is part of why the wings on the helmet are very pliable, because these parts are interfering with each other. Now the wings do add a bit of weight to the action figure. The wings are pretty big, so maybe they will touch the ground. It throws the action figure off balance, so that is why we're going to need this stand. And because of the way the wings are positioned, I find that the best way to put on the action figure stand is to have it pointing to the back, so that gives us some balance for the action figure. And then the mace goes in this hand. It takes a little bit of work to put it in the hand. There we go. And there we have our Hawkman from the Black Adam movie. Looks like he's ready for action there. Here is Hawkman next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. On the left is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. And this Hawkman action figure makes a great giant Birdman monster character for the 4-inch action figures to battle against. Here is Hawkman next to a 6-inch action figure on the left, the Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure by Jazzwares, and a 7-inch action figure on the right, the Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. And it looks like Hawkman is bigger than He-Man, so Hawkman makes a great Birdman monster character at the 6 or 7-inch scale, or we could just say Hawkman is Hawkman. So, very nice. This Hawkman action figure I think is okay. There are a few problems with some of the joints. Some of them are not working properly. Either they don't work at all, or they're just too tight, and that's a little scary. The design looks okay. It's based on whatever was in the movie. It's too bad about the race swap, but that is Warner Brothers' problem. So McFarlane Toys has done an okay job with this. It would have been nice if there was some articulation in the wings, but that's not such a big deal, because I don't think any other Hawkman action figures had articulated wings either. It's just a little disappointing that it throws it off balance, so that we have to have this stand here to make sure the action figure stands. But all in all, it's an okay looking action figure. I also like the weapon here, so it'll do well in some different displays or dioramas. Thank you for watching my review. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the action figure, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time, action figure fans.